Welcome.
Good afternoon, everybody. JT coming to you live this afternoon with Support Local LKN. I am very happy to have with us, and I hope you can see the smile on my face because it is absolutely genuine. We are here today with the owners of Down for Donuts. We have David, Lisa, and Zach with Down for Donuts here in Mooresville. Guys, thank you so much for being here this afternoon and joining us. I can't wait to get into your story. Thank you for being here.
Well, thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So tell us a little bit about what Down for Donuts is. What's the concept? What's the background? Fill us in.
So a little bit of background. We'll start there. Many years ago, Zach had just expressed an interest in wanting to work together with me.
Mm-hmm.
And, we talked about it for years and years and years. And we were sitting at dinner one night and I said, Zach, what do you want to do? And he sat there and I always have to do like he does. He scratches his little chin right there a little bit. And he thought about it. He thought about it. And he come back and said, I want a donut shop. And that's actually how the idea was born.
Mm-hmm.
So ever since then, we've been planning and trying to figure out how we could open a donut shop.
Mm-hmm.
And the other aspect of it was, Zach has always wanted to work, but it's been hard to find employment opportunities for him or businesses that would, allow him to work.
Right.
So we wanted to incorporate that and make sure that we had a business that we could employ individuals with disabilities. So that's how it was born. Last October, I think it was June, we started working on it. In October, I found out I was eligible for early retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So I was with Wells Fargo for many, many years. Won't tell you how long, because then you can do the math and figure out how old I am. And it just kind of happened. We were sitting here one day and we thought, we can do this. And then we had a friend with a building. And then he's like, you can use our building. And then it just all started falling into place.
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and retired October the 4th. And ever since then, we thought we could end up opening at the end of December. But we ran into many, many issues with a building that was built in 1952. That building was actually the first veterinary clinic in Mooresville. So it has a lot of history.
Right.
Luckily, it doesn't smell like a veterinary clinic. So that's good.
Where is the building?
It is on Route 3 as you're heading out of downtown Mooresville, like you're heading toward Concord, Kannapolis. There's a new neighborhood Walmart, and we are literally right beside it. At a big white building with blue shutters. So you can't miss it. And a big orange sign out front. And that's kind of how we were born and what our mission is. Today, as we stand here now, opening in the worst time that a person could probably open a business, we are at 11 employees. I have 5 full-time employees that help me. And then I have 6 individuals with disabilities already. And we have about 5 or 6 more online once the virus is gone. Because, our individuals are at risk. So their parents are keeping them in as they should. So we will be closer to 20 employees once we get past this virus and get up to speed. So, I hope people are, I shouldn't say I hope they are, I know they are. People are being very patient. We have a lot of long lines. People are loving our donuts. They're fresh made every day.
Well, speaking of loving your donuts, for all the viewers that are out there watching this, you haven't heard yet anything about the fact that their family comes from a long line of donut makers, and they have a master recipe locked up in a vault somewhere that can only be disclosed upon somebody's passing. How did you actually get into this as far as learning how to make the donuts?
Well, I'd love to say that it was a family history, but it's really not. We have no history of that. I was a project manager for 30 years. And, once Zach said he wanted to own a donut shop and be a part of it, I began doing my research. And I pretty much researched every type of donut, every way you could make a donut. And I'm going to kind of say I'm self-taught with a lot of help and a lot of Google. But Dawn Foods, who is our primary distributor out of Michigan, has just been wonderful. They've sent their executive chef that has spent a good amount of time with us, ensuring we know what we're doing and how we're doing it. They have just really top-notch products. And then we've also worked with a food additive specialist in Charlotte that has been donating some time for us to help us tweak some of those flavors and make them ours. So, we're kind of just like other donut shops, like a Krispy Kreme or a Dunkin' Donut. They use standard mixes and then they tweak them to make them their own. And that's pretty much what we've done at this point.
Right. And for anybody that's out there right now, what I'm hoping you're taking away from this too. These folks have been around in business, I think you said, for 5 weeks now.
Yep, 5 weeks.
All right. And you would be amazed how much our inbox has been blowing up about, you've got to get on this. You've got to see if you can get these people out there to interview them. All right. This is truly taken Mooresville by storm, and it is a wonderful opportunity that's been created here in the Lake Norman area. We know where you are now. So what are you doing as far as offerings? What are you doing as far as carry out? What kind of hours? How can people get in touch with you? What's the best way to order? Things like that.
Right. So we have a pretty wide variety menu. We're offering both yeast and cake donuts. They're fresh made, and that's the thing I want to make sure people understand. And they're being very patient. We appreciate that. But each donut is mixed, handmade, hand cut, hand rolled every morning. So it takes a little longer for us to make them, but as you can tell by the feedback we're getting, it's definitely well worth it. Right now we're doing kind of limited hours because we are, not at full staff yet. So we're doing 7 Monday through Friday. Well, let me take that back. We're closed on Sundays and Mondays. Tuesday through Friday, we're 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then on Saturdays, we do 7:30 to 2. I will tell you though, the best way right now to order, last Saturday, we had 20 to 30 people at any given point lined all the way out our building and halfway down the street because everybody was doing their 6-foot, space that they want to keep.
Right.
But the best way right now is our website, and it's www.downfordonuts.com.
Okay.
There's a link in the middle of the page, and you can go on there, select your donuts, cinnamon rolls, things of that nature. You can customize it. I put a field in there so that you can do a special request. So I know you said you wanted a raspberry with strawberry icing. I think I said.
That's right. That's right.
Something like that. But we can literally, we get crazy requests. So but we can pretty much fill them.
There's a perfect segue. Now let's get to the really, really good stuff. Tell us some of the most popular flavors. What do you have as far as, what's the big one that everybody just says it always comes back to? Can't wait to have it again.
You know what? I would say our top 3 sellers right now are just a glazed donut with just nothing but just glaze, chocolate covered rings, and Bavarian cream are probably our top 3 donuts by far. And I'll tell you one thing we do that makes this a little better is, you can go to other places and you either get a glazed donut or an icing donut. If you order an icing donut from us, we glaze it and then icing it.
Oh,
so you get just a little more love in every donut.
Well,
and I'll share one of our pride and joys that we love is Zach designed his own donut.
Right.
And it is actually a vanilla cake donut with not chocolate on it, but fudge drizzled over the top of it. And then with our trademark yellow, and I shouldn't say trademark, they're really not, our gold, yellow and blue sprinkles. Which just happen to be the Down syndrome colors as well.
Right.
But he designed that one, and it's a big seller too because the fudge just sets it apart.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, and I know this is dinner time, but I want to go get donuts. I don't know about anybody else out there, but it's donut time right now. So I know where we'll be heading tomorrow, probably, if I'm not mistaken. Well, actually, let me ask that question for those of us that are out there. How far in advance can you order if you do go online?
Right now, I have the website set up for about 7 days. In the future, for about 7 days.
Wonderful.
Right now, if you put in an order, we ask for about 2-hour lead time because we're, as you said, we are very popular right now, more so than I would have planned. It's a good problem to have, and I love it. But generally about 2 hours, and we're exceeding that most times. But that's what we kind of ask for people to plan.
Right. Okay. That's perfect. And what we'll do, as we do with all of our videos, we'll make sure all of the information for Down for Donuts is underneath this video. So we'll make sure we link to everything so that it's available to everybody. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to them directly. You can always reach out to us here as well. I hope you can see I have a smile on my face. My face actually hurts because this is such a, I've been smiling for so long. This is such a feel-good story. You guys are knocking it dead out there. It is an amazing community uplifting kind of just a story that I thank you so much for sharing, because a lot of it's very personal to you, but I thank you so much for putting it into our community, and I wish you nothing but the very best out there. That's for sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we'll be coming at everybody again live with another video here, probably tomorrow evening. Be on the lookout for all our Mother's Day information coming out as well.
Mhm.
One more time, thank you so much, David, Lisa, and most importantly, Zach. Thank you for popping in, giving us a cameo today. We greatly appreciate you being here as well. And thank you so much again. Wish you all the very, very best going forward.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you.
Absolutely. Take care, everyone.